I'm just wrapping up a night in Thonglor. And from here at Thong Lor BTS, 2 kilometers that way is the hippest, the coolest, the trendiest, maybe the best neighborhood in all of Bangkok. And I want to rewind about 6 or 7 hours, and we're gonna meet a couple of guys who've set up shop here, and they know this neighborhood better than anyone I know. So this is your ultimate guide to Thonglor. Let's rewind this shit. So how's it going, guys?
Hey,
cheers. You got one
Cheers,
beer
guys.
and one white wine. I'm feeling Thonglor's already a bit more refined than, than your soy 11s, your Ahsoken, your Nana. Let's start. Why don't you guys introduce yourselves, man?
Sure. Taka, you first.
My name is Taka. I'm from America, and one part of Modal Creative Studio, which is a production studio that's near here on Thonglor. And
My name is Keith. I've been in Thailand for about 15 years, and I've been particularly in this neighborhood for the last 7 years.
Oh, wow.
And I started a business with Taka about a year ago, and we're located right down the street. And yeah, I think today we're gonna tell you a bit about Thonglor, my favorite neighborhood.
Yeah, let's start with like, what's the deal with Thonglor? You know, if you know any of the history or how it's become what it is, like how would you describe Thonglor to someone who doesn't know it?
I feel Thonglor actually literally translated means molten gold. And Thonglor is actually based off a naval officer's name, a Thai naval officer. And he actually owned a ton of land and houses around this area. So he just decided to call this road, name it after his last name, which was Thonglor. Ever since I came here in 2009, it was always considered as the it place. There was a lot of a younger generation of people like having fun and eating in Thonglor. But as I've lived here for the last decade, I've noticed that it's become a much more dynamic neighborhood. Now you have the Commons, this place, which is incredible.
Yeah, let's talk about this place. Like, why come to the Commons?
Oh my gosh. Well, this is my favorite. This is actually one of my favorite parts of Thonglor. I would call it like a community mall.
I don't know if this makes sense, but every time I come here, it just doesn't feel like Thailand, partly because it's so international. You got a nice mix of people here.
Yeah.
Different types of merchants.
Oh, nice. And so you guys are describing Thonglor like with what I know it as, you know, restaurants, cafes, bars, cool spots to hang out, some clubs. Like, what about daytime? What does the neighborhood offer as far as outside of all that stuff? What else could people find in Thonglor?
That's a good question. There's actually, what people don't realize is that Thonglor is, there is a beautiful park. There's basketball courts, there's a skate park.
Where are these places?
These are all like right towards the end of Thonglor, down that direction. It's closer, it's like in between Thonglor and Ekamai.
Okay.
But the basketball courts are great. It's actually some of the best street basketball players play on the Thonglor basketball courts.
And is it mostly Thais?
Mostly Thais.
Yeah.
And then also like a lot of places on Thonglor are pet friendly. The Commons as well. You can bring your dog here.
Is there malls or, you know, what else is around here?
They just opened one. Le Marché.
Yes.
Le Marche.
So the one, M-A-R-C-H-E.
Marche.
Marché or
Marché.
Marché, yeah. But it's a very big shopping complex with, it's got like Tops Foods, and it's also got clubs, restaurants, bars in there.
Yeah, it's also an office building as well. Like, but in terms of like shopping, it's not like in Courtyard, it's not like the Prompong area, but you have a lot of boutique stores in the sois that go into Thonglor.
In addition to what's right directly on Thonglor Street, if you go a little bit off on the back streets, you got really nice neighborhoods with nice houses and condos and stuff. So if you're thinking about a different place to live, this might be another option.
And you were saying you live right over here.
Yeah.
What's your place like?
It's just a studio, 35 square meters, but you know, I just live alone, so it's plenty nice for me, you know.
Yeah. And what does that cost you? Do you mind saying?
Oh, yeah, no problem. It's 15K a month, so I got a pretty good deal on it. It's called the Ivy Thonglor, but it's got a nice common areas like the pool and a gym, and it's got a really nice garden area as well. So
Yeah, Ivy's nice.
it just fits my lifestyle.
It is.
Do you live
today.
in Thong Lor too?
I live in Thonglor, yeah.
Oh, would you a condo?
I live in a condo just a bit, probably about a kilometer down that way.
Okay.
It's called the Capital. It's a 2-bedroom, and that place is going for like 30,000, but I got a deal on it.
Those prices seem pretty reasonable for living.
Yeah, you have some of the most expensive condos in Bangkok that are just right down the street. But if you actually do some searching, there are some beautiful places you can get for very cheap. I do know that townhouses now in this part of town, they're a bit older, so they will need a bit of work, but you can get them for a really affordable price.
Yeah, well, you guys have your office set up in a townhouse, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Like, I mean, this is how I met you guys because I'm in the middle of the Thai language challenge in there.
Fa's Thai language class is there now, but I think in the future we could build something else.
Sure.
The first floor is a podcast studio. And I believe we are the first podcast studio in Bangkok dedicated specifically for podcast production. Not only shooting, but also editing, doing show notes, and also distributing as well too. Every day we get to meet someone new who's creating something. And it's just been really cool. And also also getting to meet you as well too.
Definitely.
It's just really cool to see how everyone that steps in the door is doing something.
Yeah, because I watched your content way back. I think I saw your
Same.
first video back in 2020. You had done a video where I think you were in Phuket or somewhere. You got like a truck full of goods and you were
Oh,
like
yeah,
distributing
yeah.
it out.
Yeah,
I saw that.
Yeah, I was like just stuck. It was COVID, so I was stuck in my condo, like nothing to do, right? And I was like, oh, who's this guy, Chris Parker? And I watched your video. I was like, oh, this is awesome, you know? And then fast forward to now, you're
In your studio. Yeah, but it's good vibes in there, man. Like, I love it. The reason I do the whole YouTube thing is to just kind of release a little bit of that creative desire, you know?
No, I was saying the same thing, like, because we have a podcast and then we're talking about, like, within the last year, who's some interesting and nice people we've met. And I was like, you know what? Every time Chris Parker comes in our building, like, it just kind of lifts everyone's mood. 'Cause
Yeah,
you guys
like,
are all
"Hey,
happy and
Chris."
smiling.
We don't tell them to do that. We're just like happy to see
Yeah.
you.
You gotta walk in the door. Hey, what's up, guys?
It's a cool team. It's great vibes anyway. So, all right, so we're finishing up our drinks here. Can we maybe see what there is to eat out here in the Thonglor?
Yes. Hey, let's
That
do it,
sounds
yeah.
awesome.
All right, cool. We'll take you guys for food and you'll keep hearing more Thonglor tips.
We did it! So this part, it's like really hidden if you're coming from the main road. You just see the sign, but once you pop in here, you see it's like a whole entire
It's like it's
compound.
an entire compound, which is incredible.
And this is
amazing food.
Japanese Isan food.
This is beef tongue, it's really tasty. And this one right here is skirt steak. So the cool thing about Thailand is you got a lot of different condiments to dip your foods in to get a little different flavor profiles and whatnot. So
Okay, they want my first reaction to the skirt steak. I like the Nam Jim Jail. Is that what this is?
Yep.
Okay, get a little of these goodies. Oh man, that's good. And then what's this one?
beef tongue.
Beef tongue?
Yeah.
And what should I dip it in? The chili and then what's that, chili and pepper?
Yeah, this one is chili and pepper, and this is wasabi.
Oh, wasabi.
Wasabi pesto.
A little Japanese style. Let's give this a go. Oh, that's good. It's like a wasabi relic.
Yeah.
Amazing first bite. But let's get back to talking to these guys and see what else is out there in this this part of town. All right.
This one's the
first bite was delicious, man. Where are we? Why don't we start with you? Where is your place?
This is my place, so I gotta say it is the middle of the Thong Lor.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're here at the Thong Lor Soi 10.
This is the heart of Thong Lor right here, the center of it all.
Yeah, the center.
This place is funky, man.
Here's this place actually is the door come in the Japan. So when you walk into our restaurant, you can change the country. So the white is our restaurant is in Japan. So we bring our Thai food that I call Isan food, Northeast style, to serve you in the middle of Thong Lor in the Japanese place, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty unique, and I definitely wouldn't have found this place. So how did you guys find it?
Honestly, I feel like it was just it's hidden away, and we just had an opportunity to wander by, and then we found it, and we were like, this place is amazing. The owners are cool. The food is amazing. They have a private karaoke places over here too.
Really? I see a mic over here. What's going on?
Live music.
So we have a live band on the Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, cool. So then what else is in Thong Lor as far as food goes? This is an amazing example. But what does Thong Lor have for food options?
Absolutely. This is a great restaurant, but Taka, I would say.
We don't have option, only this place.
Yes, sorry. Yeah. Tune in next time.
The only place. In all, you got to come in. Look at this, though. It's okay because it's the only place.
To go, man.
They got this cat. Oh, shit. Oh, shit, man.
No.
Life of YouTube.
There's a 5-second rule.
I'm
Chris.
eating it anyway.
Yeah.
You have some.
I'm gonna take some of this.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, this is the catfish. Yeah. I saw them grilling it up in there.
It's Thai ingredients, but with Japanese, maybe culinary style.
Yeah. I've never had that mix before.
Right? Right? You don't expect it.
I love it. You guys said Isaan-Kaya.
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 I think as far as like, look, I'm kind of biased because I'm Japanese, but really is really good Japanese food around in Thong Lor. We said it before. Because they're all owned by Japanese people, and so they like the quality of it is like a higher standard, right? So whether you want ramen, udon, sushi, izakaya, or even like really niche stuff, it's you can get it all here. So.
And do you have any specific places you'd want to shout out or recommend if anyone out there is on their way to Thong Lor for the first time?
Yeah, actually, our favorite place here in Thong Lor is called Nagia.
Yeah.
It's actually
our favorite place is Ira. But
besides
Nagia is also good.
Yeah, I'm sitting here listening to you. Yeah. Just say it. Just say it, man. Just say it.
But our favorite place is called Nagia. It's not like a local place. It's actually a franchise. But the one here on Thong Lor is actually really good. The managers there are like really friendly. It's an izakaya, so if you want like a good variety of Japanese little morsels to eat, they got a really wide variety of drinks. The vibe is good.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Where's the best ramen?
Ramen. You said ramen.
Yeah.
Where do you like going for ramen?
So again, I'm gonna have to put my Japanese bias in here, but like ramen's a wide thing. Like people think it's just like one thing. Like there's different regions in Japan have different ramen, and so one of my favorites is the Hakata style, which is the tonkotsu pork broth. There's one right on the BTS. It's called a Seiryu ramen, but they have the Hakata style ramen with the thin noodles and the pork broth. It's really good. So.
Thong Lor has amazing barbecue as well. Yamato yakiniku.
What is this, Japanese barbecue?
It's a Japanese barbecue. Really, really good cuts, thick cuts of beef, quality beef at an affordable price. And customer service is really good as well too. And you can make your own sauce there as well.
And so tons of good Japanese food. Any other types of food around here? Like I see Thong Lor. To me, it's the neighborhood that's got everything.
Some really good Indian restaurants. Arno's a steakhouse. They have an El Gaucho here. There's just a lot of different, pretty much every cuisine you can find on Thong Lor.
Yeah.
You also have Beast and Butter. My favorite burger on Thong Lor.
Are those the guys out of Chiang Mai?
Those are the guys out of Chiang Mai.
Oh, really?
They started from a food truck on Niman, and now they have 2 locations, one on Niman still, and then another location right here.
I went to their one in Chiang Mai. I had like the chimichurri burger where they put that chimichurri sauce on it. Yeah, that's good.
So good. They have a Nobu in Thonglor as well. That's really good.
That's not like the Nobu from LA and New York, though.
I think they try to say they are, but no, it's not.
That's like Stanford University
It's like
over
Stanford,
in
yeah.
the south.
I will say, as a Japanese person, most of the Japanese restaurants here are owned by Japanese people, and so like their standards are higher because the clients are Japanese.
He said that twice now, but you're Thai, right?
Yeah.
And so I want to know, does that mean his standards are lower?
Yeah, what are you trying to say?
What I'm trying to say is like Japanese people aren't gonna take low stuff, right? If they go to a Japanese place and it's like really bad, they're gonna be like, what are we doing here?
I will say, like in my hometown, I'm from Toronto. And if I go into a sushi place and it's run by Chinese or Koreans, my expectations drop.
I agree because he's from the north too, because his mom's from Chiang Rai, and I lived for 3 years in Nan in Chiang Rai, so like I got used to northern flavors. But I think when I think of Thai food, it's all the sour, sweet, spicy things, which is in Isan foods.
Isan's got that addictive shit going on, man. Like it's got like this one for me, like that's the top.
Sad.
Is there any Chiang Mai places that have expanded south to here? I've never heard of that.
There is northern restaurant, Homduan.
They come from up there?
No, but it's a northern restaurant.
I love that, man.
It's on Ekamai.
I go there every month, man. That's one of my favorite places in Bangkok. I like northern food too. And there's also my favorite Korean restaurant in all of Bangkok.
It's actually a question I want to ask you because like a lot of Koreans, I think, go to Koreatown on Nana.
That sucks.
Exactly.
It does,
so,
right?
So you as someone that probably knows a lot more what's good Korean food here, what would you recommend?
Sanedol, right behind Ekamai Beer House, right to 3 doors down from Homduan, and they do like it's like a bit more home style. Thong Lor epitomizes like how far Thailand has come in being like this cosmopolitan epicenter of the cool fucking shit.
And that helps us as consumers because we get to experience amazing restaurants, amazing bars, amazing nightclubs. And that's why I like nightlife.
All right, cheers. Well, let's go show me some nightlife.
Cheers.
Hey, Taka.
Hello. What's up, lady? Cheers, guys. Oh shit.
So
Let's do it again. This guy
one more cheers. Sorry.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, guys. All right, we made it to where the hell are we? We brought Patrick. I know that much.
Thanks for coming, Patrick.
Tell us where we are. Let's get into nightlife.
We are at 72 Courtyard, which has been a staple of Thong Lor Nightlife for the last 10 years.
Oh, really? This place has been banging around for 10 years.
Yeah, this is a kind of a cool nightlife spot on Friday, Saturdays. Kind of starts off around 8, 9 p.m. Before that, it's a little bit sleepy, but afterwards, people start hopping in here.
One of the cool things about this place is if you look inside, you have you can play pool, you can play ping pong, you have live music, you have sports. You have cocktail bar, you have food. It's just an all-around.
It's like one-stop service.
Exactly. It's the perfect place to start your night on.
Nice. And then what does Thonglor have to offer for nightlife? Outside of this place.
I would say there's a lot of really good, unique one-off cocktail bars like Rabbit Hole, Tapioca, Locker Bar. Locker Bar?
I was at the Locker Bar like
Find the locker.
2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
That's one of those secret door bars.
Exactly. Yeah. So basically, there's a lot of bars here on Thonglor where like it's got a really inconspicuous entrance where like if you just pass by, you wouldn't think anything about it, right? But they have a theme where it's like the locker box bar. It's a bunch of lockers at the entrance where like it looks like a bunch of lockers, but then you kind of open it up and it's an entrance and you're in a really nice cocktail bar.
Yeah.
There's another one where it's ATM themed. So where you see like 3 or 4 ATMs out on the entrance and you think it's an actual ATM, right?
Yeah.
But then in reality, it's actually an entrance. So you just
Click the ATM machine, and then it opens.
to like a really hopping bar with
super
a,
high-end cocktail
Yeah.
bar.
Oh, really?
Really nice
And super, what are prices in a super high-end Thonglor cocktail bar? Like, I've been in some places that get a little wacky.
Thonglor does have that reputation of being a bit more expensive than other neighborhoods, but you can find some cheaper places. But the majority of the nightlife here is priced around the same. So expect to pay around 350 baht for a cocktail.
So it's like high-end cocktail bars, really.
And you're also paying for the ambiance. You're paying for being in a
experience. Right?
it's an experience, and you're paying for being in a modern part of Bangkok.
And what are some other spots with live music?
So Speaker Box is a place that has a lot of live music go on every week. It's they have a lot of cover bands doing like Muse or Radiohead.
It's just a really divey spot. Probably one of the only dive bars on Thonglor. You have Chow in the Metropole building, an after-hours place. It closes at 2, but it usually stays open till around 6 or 7 a.m.
I've been to She Bar. You like She Bar?
Yeah. She Bar has like a really just good like a local Cheers type of after work kind of vibe to it, right?
The live band there on Sundays is this, they play all these funky, weird instruments.
Yeah.
A good buddy of mine from California got married last year to a Thai girl, and they live in Thonglor. And at their wedding band was they got the She Bar
She Bar band. I would say if you're looking for a good night and you want to stay in one part of town and you want to go to multiple places, Thonglor, you can literally just walk down Thonglor and you'll find a bar, you'll find a restaurant, you'll find a dispensary.
It's the closest to me that Bangkok comes to like a New York
I think
or
so.
an LA,
Yeah.
like where it's like, it's just some weird little places. There's anything from a dive bar to a live music bar to the shit you got going on. Like you turn left and you turn right and you're like, wow, this is wild, man.
100% agree. I think the way I look at it is like Bangkok has its own quirks and fun parts where like you're on Nana with all the little dive bars and go-go bars, which that has its own place. I like it too, but I think if you want kind of more of like a real nice cocktail, a little bit more classy vibe to it, Thonglor's the place.
Absolutely.
You got some places in Thonglor you like to go?
In Thonglor, I like Tipsy.
Tipsy?
Yeah.
Taipioca would probably have the best DJs and music on Thonglor.
What kind of music?
Yeah.
I think the DJ plays a lot of just like 90s and 2000s jams, hip hop, like, you know, like just really good, that kind of vibes.
Is there any clubs on Thonglor?
Yeah, shout out to Echelon. It's at the Marché Thonglor. Really cool club. It have this concept. They're trying to be like very futuristic space kind of
Yeah, it
vibe.
looks-
I've been there only once on a Monday night, and it's like hopping. You would think
Yeah.
like on a Monday it's gonna be dead, right?
On a
But-
Monday. And it's cranking.
That's one of the crazy things about Thonglor is because it's a modern and trendy road, you can go into a club on a Tuesday and it'll be completely packed.
So this place is 7 days a week.
Yeah.
Hey, that's again, it's got the New York vibes.
Thonglor doesn't get enough credit. I feel like a lot of people document Soy 11, Assault, Nana. But realistically, this part of the city is vibrant, modern, exciting, always something going on.
Well, that's the thing. You guys, the reason this video's getting made, you guys reached out to me about a week ago. You're like, we want to highlight our neighborhood on your channel.
Yeah.
And so, like, let's just end with, like, you got a message to people out there who've never been to Thonglor before.
Uh-huh.
What would you say to them?
I would say like obviously we're trying to like make Thonglor look good, but like my actual message is like go out of your comfort zone of your own neighborhood because like we hang out in Thonglor, but when we go to other neighborhoods, we see how good it is over there. So I think it's the good thing is like you got to check out different places every time, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. And if you're coming out to Bangkok, The Sukhumvit line has every neighborhood is so different.
Thong Lor is much more beautiful girl than another place.
Patrick cut straight to the heart of the matter.
He's saying what we all need to hear.
นี่มีแฟนแล้วอะ
Yeah. You cut me off. You said me in the video. Damn, man.
Well, I'd say everyone should get their asses to Thonglor. What if we cut the video, had another gin, and enjoyed the rest of the night for ourselves?
Let's go, man.
Thanks a lot, fellas.
Thanks so much, guys.
Yeah, amazing.